He's picked up by LeBron. And here's Cleveland. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
Clark, if you were trying to craft in your imagination the ideal flawless basketball player, you'd have a hard time doing much better than LeBron James.
The 21st century version of the best video game player ever, and also happens to be the best real game player ever, too. I mean, one of them anyway. That's why Eric Spoelstra, the coach, called him 1 through 5, and that's a perfect way to describe LeBron James.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. The shot by Anthony, no good. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Smith with the stuff.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
The shot by Anthony, no good.
And this has not been a quarter for him to remember.
Yeah, it sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his Invisible Man impersonation here, hasn't he?
Smith, no luck. And here we go. Shot's good by Anthony. Anthony's got his second bucket.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Into Smith. And the powerful one-handed slam. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's good. And it's 7 points for LeBron.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Back to Irving. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Irving's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Cavs. Feeds to Calderon. Takes the 3. The offensive rebound. Mozgov grabs the board. Stolen by Bargnani. It's stolen by Smith. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
And while we have a moment, let's check out the breakdown for Smith. How the second half is shaped up for him. He's putting up about 12 points per game. 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And some pretty good numbers, I think, guys, when you look overall at his contributions.
Yeah, and he's always looking to raise his game, and that's what you see in his consistency. One of the important characteristics that he brings to the table.
James with it. Now Anthony defending. Irving drives in. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Well, you know, it doesn't seem like they've missed many shots here. Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Smith against Calderon. The drive by Smith.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far. A room service dime by Jose Calderon.
LeBron dishes to Smith. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game.
They've built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
Now Irving. He's got 10. Smith the pass to Irving. And it's blocked. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Cleveland.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
LeBron is the 3 with Thompson at the 4. Irving is out there with Smith. And it's Mozgov in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though he grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, "I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job." Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Hardaway kicks to Calderon. It's picked off. And LeBron throws it down.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
Well, Jose Calderon, a huge boost offensively at point guard. He's a terrific floor general, sets up his teammates nicely, takes good care of the ball, and he's a top-tier marksman. In the NBA, we call those guys lasers. He can do it off the bounce or spotting up.
That's his first personal foul.
He talks, Steve, about Calderon shooting. In his career, he's led the league in both free throw percentage and three-point percentage.
I guess the trade-off is defensively. I mean, he's solid, not spectacular, but his shooting is such a problem for defenses, and especially when you pair him with good players like Dallas did a year ago. Boy, he can really play and space that floor.
The shot's good from Smith.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
The drive by LeBron. Off target at the rim.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Pass to Larkin. Good on the triple. Larkin's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
And he gets it to go. 14 points for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
Here's Larkin. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. J.R. Smith picks one up.
New York Knicks were ranked as the NBA's most valuable franchise recently, and the team value skyrocketed. The Knicks came in at around $1.5 billion. That's a B, billion.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Bargnani. And, of course, for the Knicks, a huge part of their value comes from playing in the Big Apple.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kevin. The business and media capital of the United States, you know, they go out of their way to attract the big stars to the games. Courtside seats for the top names. That helps give the Knicks an allure, kind of a glamour that a lot of franchises don't have.
Here's Anthony following the basket by LeBron James. LeBron with the block. They recover it. And he gets it to go. Hardaway has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now they're finally starting to shoot the ball a little bit better now.
You know, I thought this was the kind of play they needed in the first quarter, but as I always like to say, it's better late than never.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, Kyrie Irving, the #1 pick overall back in 2011, a player who promised himself he'd play in the NBA when he was just in the 4th grade. He said that came from his father. Confidence, confidence, confidence. That's all my dad preached. He'd always tell me, Kyrie, you could be this, you could be that. My dad had more belief in me than I had in myself. Gentlemen.
You know, it helps having people boosting you up, Doris. Thanks.
Well, it's funny, back when LeBron joined the Heat, some critics said he'd given up the chance to be the franchise player and carry his team. But guess what? No matter who LeBron plays with, he's always a franchise player. That's how good he is.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Then for the Knicks, Bargnani comes in for Anthony. And it's Calderon in for Shane Larkin.
Shumpert, an aggressive perimeter defender with lockdown potential. Still very foul prone early in his career, but he's got a chance to be elite defensively as he continues to grow.
And Shumpert, fantastic athlete, great quickness and leaping ability.
Yeah, he's rebounded very well from his ACL injury, and he's got a nice handle to go along with good passing ability. A lot of upside remaining in his game.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Here's Dellavedova. He had 10 points in the win against Atlanta. Miller up on top. 4 on the clock. Here's Shumpert. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Puts up a prayer. No good. That'll do it for the first half. Cavaliers on top, leading by 9. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
New York needs to do a better job guarding against Irving.
He's got 14 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
Well, it's no secret. I mean, the more points he can come up with from out there, the better off they'll be offensively with their spacing.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And New York looking at who they've got. Melo and Bargnani at the 3 and 4. Then there's Jason Smith. Then there's Calderon. And it's Galloway at the shooting guard.
You know, when the shot's not there for you, you just got to recognize it, move the ball on.
Yeah, I think he had tunnel vision right there. His only thought was to shoot it, no matter what else was going on.
Now here's Calderon, averaging 9 points per contest.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
The drive by LeBron. And it's blocked. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. There's the feed to Calderon. Takes a 3. And he gets the bucket. Calderon's got 5 now.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
The drive by James. Blocked.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Smith. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. Perkins is checked in for Mozgov.
Oh my God.
The Knicks have looked good at the line. They're perfect.